everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit 5,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button below. In today's video, actually I've done this quite a few times, so I figured I would kind of change it up a little bit and I would do a little Q&A. Now I did post it on my YouTube video, but nobody decided to comment on it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull some questions from the good old Google and we'll kind of get started. But basically what I'm going to be doing is I have quite a few shirts I have to press. So Burn Boot Camp actually did reach out to me again, so I ordered some images from TKO, which just came in the mail. I have my shirts here. So basically we're going to be multitasking. We're going to be heat pressing, answering some questions. Hopefully next time I do this, I'll have a little bit more participation. Key, there you guys go. If you want, you can go ahead and list any questions you have down below, and next Q&A I can pull them from this video. Or if you don't really care anything about me, then just don't post anything and I'll get the hint. All right, so obviously with TKO we got to make sure that our temperature is set correctly, which it is not. So actually no, it is fine. All right, perfect. All right, so I'm trying to multitask, so bear with me with that. Let's see. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and pull some questions up. I was trying to have my husband help me with this, but he's not a fan of his own voice. Like, he's not a fan of their own voice. Like, I have to listen to my own voice all day, every day, plus editing this, plus talking out loud. You just gotta get used to it, guys. All right. So, we have all of our shirts, we have all of our images. Trying my best to get this taken care of. So, let's see here. It says, what is my favorite place to vacation? I probably do not have a favorite place, only because I typically don't go back to the same place. Well, I should say, I mean, I do, but I don't. I try not to go back to the same place twice, unless, of course, it's a cruise. Obviously, with cruises, you kind of have no choice. But my favorite place to vacation, honestly, we went to Arizona last year, and it was interesting because people would be like, are you a beach girl or a mountain girl? And I'd be like, oh, I'm a beach girl because, you know, I'm from Florida. But honestly, when we went in the mountains and we were climbing and hiking, and it's just like you get to the top and you can see that view, like, I don't know, guys. Like, I came home and basically told my husband, like, we could pack up the bags and we can go, and I would totally live in Arizona. So Arizona was probably one of my favorite vacations. I went with my mom, sister, and my niece, and honestly, we are pretty good travelers, like, together as a group. And I had a phenomenal time. I really enjoyed that one. If I'm traveling with my husband, I actually really do just like cruises. I feel like they are pretty simple. And he's a very chatty person, so he can strung up a conversation with about anybody. So anywhere that a cruise wants to take me, that's where I will travel to. All right. Let's see here. It says, what is your favorite TV show? My favorite TV show, to be honest with you guys, and it is on repeat all the time, is The Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory, I probably have watched it probably 4 times through, and that's probably not me exaggerating. And Friends is probably my next favorite, and I've probably as well watched that 4 times through as well. I'm not really a fan of anything that's currently out at this exact moment. If you guys know of any shows, obviously I like things that are more like comedy. Definitely let me know. I'm not a person who cares for drama. I don't like drama. I don't like reality TVs. Yeah, that's not my forte. I'm not a fan of them at all. So that's just me in a nutshell. Okay, one of the questions is, do I like roller coasters? Yeah, actually I do. I mean, the last roller coaster I went on, I kind of said to myself, I think this might be my last one. But again, that was after we had been on roller coasters all day. I believe that was Busch Gardens. But yeah, I definitely do like roller coasters. I don't have a fear of them at all. Even years ago, my sister and I, we did the free, not, well, at the time it was in Las Vegas and they have all the rides at the top. We basically did every single one of them. Basically, my dad bought the tickets and we had no choice and we had to go. But at the end of the day, we had a blast doing that. And yeah, I don't mind roller coasters at all. All right, another one, it says, have I ever cheated on a test? And the answer is 100% yes. That's probably the only way I was able to graduate. And that's not me exaggerating. That is probably the honest truth. I did not like school. I was not a fan of school. Yeah, I did anything I could to make it easy for me to get out. Interesting thing about me is I actually, well, I don't know what they call it now, but I did what was called OJT, which is on-the-job training from like sophomore year. As soon as I can become a part of that program, I became a part of that program, and I got out of school as early as I could, and by senior year, I was literally there for one class and then off working. So, yeah, that was kind of my high school experience. Another question is, what is my favorite midnight snack? Honestly, I love anything chocolate. Anything chocolate, I am down. I love ice cream. Truthfully, like my snack rate recently though, which isn't even chocolate, I do yogurt with frozen like fruit, along with like chocolate chips, coconut flakes, and what else do I put in there? I guess that's really it. I do the yogurt, the frozen fruit, the chocolate chips, and yeah, the coconut flakes. And that's not chocolate, but that's probably my midnight guilty pleasure. I actually had to stop buying yogurt because I was finding myself having it almost every single night. So I was like, all right, this can't be a continuing habit. I mean, granted, it's not bad for you because it's just, I did like a Greek yogurt, but still, like, girl gotta control herself. Okay, next question says, do I like shopping online or in person? I would have to say online. I'm more of an online shopper than an in-person shopper. I mean, I have the desire to want to go in person, but then I don't have the energy to want to go in person. So typically I will end up, I'm actually what you would call a shopping cart drop. Like, I don't know what they call it. Like, I'll put stuff in my shopping cart, but then I'll never check out. As soon as I have to pay for shipping, I'm like, nah, I don't need it. Which is so funny, which is why I do offer free shipping, because I refuse to pay for it. And if I'm like that, there's 1,000 other people probably the same exact way. Next question, what do I miss most about being younger? I'd probably say the responsibilities of being an adult. I find it funny where, you know, growing up, your parents will be like, you're gonna miss being, you know, this or that or blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you don't understand it at the time. And sometimes even the age that I am now, I don't understand things until you're, you know, of that age where it becomes an issue, I guess. But yeah, I would say what I miss about being younger is, honestly, I really enjoy being with my family. We get along very well, so I love being around them. I loved no responsibility. You know, you get to do what you want. You don't have to worry. But that's probably what I miss the most. Okay, next one says, do I like tea or coffee? And shockingly, I don't like either. I don't like tea or coffee. So I couldn't tell you the last time I went through a Starbucks drive-thru. I actually have a Starbucks gift card, and I have no desire to use it. I know Starbucks does things other than coffee and caffeine, but no. Couldn't tell you last time I went through a Starbucks drive-thru, and I don't like tea at all. I will drink, like, only when I'm sick, I will drink warm water and honey and lemon. That's the only time that I'll ever do that. But other than that, you will not catch me drinking it. Okay, this one says, how many pets do you want? How many I want is unlimited. Like, I told my husband recently, I'm like, if I could, which he's not down for it, I said I would buy a piece of property on acreage and I would own anything and everything I can. My mom has been saying this about me since I was a little kid. I absolutely love animals. I prefer them over people. But I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. So yeah, the only thing I would never do is like a reptile. No, that I wouldn't. No, I'm good. I don't need that. I would have the unlimited dogs, cats, you name it, totally would do it. Okay, this one says, where would you want to be in 5 years? Honestly, in 5 years, I keep telling well, this is our goal, so it's something that we are working on anyways, but I don't know if we'd hit it in 5 years. But basically, my husband and I, we want to just travel the world, and by that we mean like RVing. So we want to purchase an RV, which we will in the next few years, and we just want to travel. We want to travel all over the US. So as of right now, we're kind of doing a lot more traveling outside of the country. I mean, granted, we haven't really traveled too much since COVID, but overall, we, like right now, next month, we're actually going to Alaska, which is pretty cool. And I know you can drive there, but we're actually doing a cruise. So we're looking forward to that. But in the next 5 years, since I'm going off tangent, is, yeah, I would love to be traveling. It says, would you rather live in a penthouse or a giant farm? Can you guys answer that for me? A giant farm. Have I ever been arrested? No. What's the dumbest thing I've ever done? I don't know. Like, how do people think about that off the top of their head? The dumbest thing I've ever done? I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot out there, though. My mom would probably say getting a tattoo, and I would have to say she was right. I wouldn't say that's the dumbest thing I've ever did, but it sure is a dumb thing I've done. And now I'm paying for it by trying to get it removed. So I would probably say that when it comes to tattoos, sit on it, think about it. Maybe be in your 20s to make that decision. That's just my personal opinion. Oh, one of the questions was, do I have any hidden talents? I don't actually think it's a talent, but I can like rotate my elbows out all the way. I don't feel like that's a hidden talent. To me, it's absolutely normal, but to some people, it's not. But that's not a talent to any degree. It says, what's my favorite breakfast food? So recently I've been English muffin with I love burnt egg, like a scrambled burnt egg, and bacon with hot sauce. That's been like my favorite go-to breakfast. So another question is, how long have I been married? It's not really a question, but I'm gonna word it that way. I've actually been married for coming up, it's actually gonna be 16 years. I'll be married 16 years this August. And yes, Kyle, who's my husband, he is my high school sweetheart. And we actually met on MySpace. If anyone could even remember what that is. But yeah, we actually met online through MySpace, which is an interesting reason on how we met, but that was it. It says, what's my favorite social media app? I would have to say TikTok. I'm obsessed with it, and it should be removed from my phone. It really should be. I wish I actually engaged in it a little bit more, but I don't. I'm pretty busy. It's not easy doing all these different platforms. So kudos to the people who do it full time. It says, what's my favorite brand? Honestly, Old Navy. Old Navy is probably my favorite brand. I absolutely love that store. I usually can always go in and find something to wear there. And I feel like that is a store, in my personal opinion, that no one ever talks about. It says, which movie can I watch over and over again? Honestly, 50 First Dates. 50 First Dates is a movie that I could probably watch over and over and over again. And it not bother me and it not faze me. Adam Sandler, he's a really good actor. This is interesting. One of the questions says, love comes after marriage or before? Do you believe in love at first sight? I don't believe in love at first sight. And I believe love comes before marriage. Like, how do you marry someone and then fall in love with them? Like, how does that work? My dog farted, and it is horrendous right now. Like, horrendous. Like, he's sleeping away. Don't even faze him. It says, do you like gifting or receiving flowers? I don't do it often, but if I had to choose, I would say gifting. I would prefer, like, I don't like, it sounds bad. I don't like feeling like I'm forced to buy like a birthday gift for somebody, right? If I'm in a store and I happen to see something and I'm like, oh, like, you know, so-and-so might really like this. That is the type of gift that I like giving. One that was, you know, made me think of you enough to purchase it and give it to you, regardless if there's a holiday, a birthday, a celebration, anything. That's my favorite type of gift to give someone, which I feel like turn out to be the best type of gifts. And the less stressful ones. Let's just be real. The most less stressful ones. It says, what's your favorite restaurant? I would have to say if it's going to be a restaurant, it's probably going to be something Italian related. Since I am part Italian, I love Olive Garden. You don't eat there very often, but I do like Olive Garden. It says, am I a morning or a night person? I would have to say I'm definitely a morning person. I love getting up really early, going to the gym and starting my day off. I don't go to the gym all the time, but I am more of a morning person than a night person. What do I do to relax? Sit on the couch. That's what I do to relax. If I'm not crafting, yeah, then honestly, crafting is relaxing for me, which is why I spend a lot of time in these four little walls right here. It says that, what is one thing that you would love to change about yourself? I wish I wasn't so shy. That's one thing I would change about myself. I wish I could just stir up a conversation with anyone, and yeah, but I'm definitely not going to stir up a conversation with anyone. I'm a very shy person. Unless I know you. If I know you, then we're gonna laugh. I find myself to be funny, because I'm very sarcastic, but I have to know you pretty well to get to that degree. It says, do you love your name, or if you could, would you change it? It's funny because obviously my name is very common, and obviously Britney Spears was a very popular name, so everyone would be like, oh, Britney Spears, and I absolutely hated it. So yeah, I actually wanted to change my name to Whitney because I felt like it was very close to Britney. But I just didn't want to be Britney because I'm going to school. We probably had a minimum of 4 Britneys in almost every class that I ever had. And talk about annoying. Talk about annoying. But now that I'm older, it doesn't bother me. Alright guys, so I actually feel like I kind of ran out of questions to continue answering. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. It is a little bit different. I wish I could have, interacted with you guys a little bit more, but it's okay. I get it. But definitely leave any questions you have down below, and maybe in the next Q&A I can pull them up and we can answer them. So if you can, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next crafting project. Bye everyone. There's my farting monster. Look at his tail. Yeah. Say bye-bye.